Today, I'm going to tell you how to safely and effectively prevent and treat bacterial infections in your corals using Brightwell's Lugol solution as a dip. Plus, I'll give you 3 telltale signs of potential bacteria infections and 3 dipping tips. Lugol's 2% iodine solution has been used for centuries across many fields as an antiseptic, well before reef aquariums ever existed. Today, coral farmers, public aquariums, and advanced aquarists use Lugols for the same disinfecting properties, both as a prophylactic and a treatment against harmful bacterial infections in corals, namely LPS zoanthids and soft corals. However, very few Lugol's manufacturers have stuck with that 2% iodine concentration, which can make them less effective. Brightwell Aquatics, however, still maintains the full strength of the original 2% solution and is what makes Brightwell's Lugols so effective. When it comes to using Lugols as a coral dip, Brightwell's Lugols is an extremely powerful and highly reactive combination of an iodine and iodide solution. It works to safely and effectively oxidize and disinfect damaged coral tissue, which is an important step to stop the spread of potential infection and start the coral down the path of recovery. So when is it time to use Lugols? When it's time to prevent and when it's time to treat. Let's start with prevention because it's the easiest. It all comes down to dipping your corals before they go into your tank as a preventative measure. So if you just got your new LPS coral delivered to your door or picked one up from your local fish store, yes, the coral may appear to be healthy, but there are any number of stressors that can cause a compromised immune system in that new coral, making it more susceptible to potentially deadly infections that can take days or even weeks to show visual signs. Some of these stressors include packing and shipping stress, lighting changes, water flow and water quality of the systems that they came from, and extreme salinity or temperature changes, just to name a few. Preventing a potential exposure or spread of infection in those more susceptible LPS zoos and softies by adopting a dip every coral mantra is so critical, and exactly why I use Lugols every time. Now, as a treatment, when in doubt, dip it out. If you notice a potential bacteria infection, it's best practice to dip. In which case, here are 3 signs to look for if you think your coral could be stressed or have an infection. Number 1, closed or shriveled polyps that are generally noticeable in zoanthids, star polyps, trachees, and euphyllia, like frog spawns, hammers, and torches, and other LPS that should normally be fat and fluffy but are now retracted. Number 2, damaged areas, which can be due to coral warfare, fish nipping, water quality, or placement in the tank. Dip to be safe and continue to closely monitor for potential causes of damage. And number 3, the dreaded brown jelly disease. This disease can be very aggressive and deadly if left untreated. One moment your LPS seems okay, and then all of a sudden a thick layer of brown slime is covering your coral. With LPS colonies like euphyllias and goniopora, I start by clipping away the infected area first and then use Lugols to dip the remainder of the healthy coral. It's better to try to save some of the colony than losing the entire thing. But what about those corals that you can't cut, like scallies, trachees, wellsels, and elegances? I gently remove the dead tissue with a baster or soft brush and dip in Lugols to help sterilize the area and encourage recovery. Now that you know what to look for, here are 3 important dipping tips. Tip number 1, know what to dip. I always dip all my LPS and newly cut LPS frags, which is where I think Brightwell's Lugols works best. But Lugols has also been known to be used by reefers as a dip for anemones, zoanthids, and other soft corals, but use with caution. Tip number 2, follow the directions. Use Brightwell's easy calculation for a dip, and again, follow their directions. Brightwell's Lugol concentration has been tested and used for decades, so make sure to follow their instructions and always set a timer. Tip number 3, technique. When dipping, make sure to match water parameters as best you can. Whether you're using your tank's water or fresh salt water to dip, make sure salinity, temperature, and other basic parameters match to prevent further stress. Also, while dipping my corals, I always use a small pump or turkey baster to gently blow water over the infected area. I believe ridding the coral of its damaged tissue is beneficial for prevention of further infection as well as recovery, which I've personally experienced with over 10,000 corals that I've dipped over the last 25 years. And as a bonus tip, always keep a bottle of Lugols handy because you never know when you're going to need it. So don't leave your corals unprotected. Click the link on the screen and pick up a bottle of Lugol solution now.